So school was really difficult for me. I was struggling with everything. I couldn't keep up as well as the other kids could. I was struggling a lot with depression too. That was probably one of the two darkest years. I would wake up and I would not be able to see the person in the mirror. I would didn't know who I was. And it was really hard to go to school and see everyone else growing around me and learning and everything. And I was just so far behind and I didn't know who I was. And, I wasn't absorbing the information as fast as everybody else was. And I was really lost. So now being able to be healed and everything, it's just so much different. Like I'm just growing so much. And I've been struggling too in high school to find my passion in life. And now like I can achieve anything. It feels like I could do anything. And chiropractic is something that I'm really looking into because I just am so grateful for, what chiropractic has done for me and how it's changed my life.
Welcome to the Miracle Academy. This is your host, Scotty Cooper, and this is where miracles are expected. Hi, welcome to the Miracle Academy podcast. I'm your host, Scotty Cooper. Today I have some really close friends of mine that are all the way from Pennsylvania. This is Dr. Kris and Olivia. I've known Dr. Kris for a while now. We met in a mastermind chiropractic group, which means kind of like a lot of the top doctors all meet together and they share ideas multiple times a year. And I'd met you a few years ago and we really connected and it was a great friendship. And then further on, we've just always kept in contact. And then when Olivia had this crazy thing happen to her, you reached out and asked us for help. And then everything's changed since then. So why don't you guys tell us a little bit about what happened to you, Olivia, when you were playing soccer and kind of go from there?
So I got two pretty bad concussions. I got my first one in 8th grade. And that one lasted for about 2 months. And then I got my second pretty bad one in 10th grade. And that one lasted a little bit longer than 3 months. And so after the concussions, I struggled a lot with post-concussive symptoms. So I struggled a lot with headaches, fatigue, being like lack of concentration and focus, memorization I struggled with, lack of sleep too. I had really bad time falling asleep. And yeah.
And some of the things I've even noticed too, even lack of confidence. I know sometimes, you always did well in school, but it was a little harder. So you just sometimes lost a little bit of confidence in being able to do different things. Yeah, and just even your personality and stuff, I could just kind of see you weren't just the same bubbly Olivia that I always knew and stuff. So that's the part that I really saw lacking too. I know you also then kind of lead you down into some other paths and stuff. I know you got, because sleep was off, you got addicted to coffee, right? I mean, it was always those pickups and stuff. Yeah, how do you overcome this and stuff? So you kind of look for other vices to lift you up and stuff. So you got stuck on stuff like that. So, and I know just, I'm going to speak a little bit too as a chiropractor and stuff. This whole thing really has frustrated me for a long, long period of time. People come and see me all the time for concussions, and I do awesome work with concussions and stuff and see multiple miracles and stuff. But when it's your own daughter sitting here and you try multiple times and you make a little bit of a difference, it's very frustrating. I mean, it actually, I laid awake at night and stuff, trying to figure out what am I doing wrong? What's different about her than all these other cases and stuff? And it kind of made me feel like lack of what am I missing or what am I doing and stuff. And it was very frustrating. Like I said, I can help the world, but I can't help the one that I care the most about, which is my daughter and stuff. So it was just a really godsend that we were able to connect with the Coopers and stuff. I feel like our families are together, except we're on the other ends of the country, right?
Yeah, exactly.
When we get together, it's just like we just pick up and we're just like family, and it's just amazing the connection we have. So it was really special and stuff when one of the times masterminds groups that we were together, Ken was sharing how he came up with this brand new concussion protocol, and he was helping all these people, and it was like this answer to my prayers and stuff. And it's like I've been looking for someone, to really help Olivia out. And that was one of the first lessons that I learned personally and stuff. Sometimes it's not always what you know, but it's who you know, right? As many as I can serve a lot of people, I know I can't help everyone. So it's really great to have people like Ken who sees cases and people so differently than I do and can sit and really figure out those things that I can't figure out. And I know him and I have collaborated on a lot of different cases, and it's just brilliant to be able to have that resource and be able to work together and stuff. So we connected with Ken, and then basically it was like, all right, we got to get this done. I got to get Olivia clear from Pennsylvania, clear to California to make this thing happen. And we finally made that. So I'm going to let Olivia kind of pick up from there.
Yeah. So what happened when you came here?
My whole life changed. I didn't realize how bad it was, everything that I was struggling with. I never realized, how much it had an impact on my life, and to just get everything cleared, it just opened my eyes up to everything that I was blinded to and what I was all struggling with.
So what kind of things did you do when you were here with us?
So we cleared my cranial nerves. I had 7 out of my 12 messed up pretty badly. We did nutrition, so I got the right supplements I needed to feed my brain with the right nutrients. I also did emotional release too, which helped clear everything that was laying pretty heavy on me, and getting adjusted too. And I just saw such an improvement just from day one of just getting adjusted and starting to feel like I was healing more. And I won't forget to the first day that I walked out of the office after getting my cranial nerves fixed. Just everything wasn't like blurry anymore. The whole world just was so clear, and it was like my brain could like finally like keep up with the world around me. Because before it felt like everything was in slow motion, and my eyes and brain couldn't like keep up with everything going around me. And just the clarity that I had was just so amazing to me.
So how would you describe like what you felt like when you first arrived versus when you were leaving? What was the difference?
I wasn't even mentally there. Like I didn't even realize how bad it was, but I just was so mentally checked out of everything. And then being healed, like I was a whole different person, like mentally and like personally too. I just have grown so much since I've received all this care, and I'm still growing as a person.
So what do you think this has done for you just in all of your life?
It's changed my entire life, just health-wise and even spiritually too. I've just been meditating a lot, and manifesting too, and just taking better care of myself too, giving myself self-love and really paying attention to what my body needs, and really staying in tune to that and fixing my entire life around for it.
Beforehand, were you really in tune to those things, like really paying attention to what your body needed, or is this kind of a newer thing for you now?
Yeah, it's kind of a newer thing. I knew what was like, I was struggling with a lot, but I didn't know how to fix it. And now I feel like I have the solution and steps to be able to fix what my body is telling me that is wrong.
What has that done for you emotionally now that you know how to fix that?
I'm just overall so much happier and healthier with who I am. And yeah.
Nice. That's the thing, is like for us, we always want to be able, like one of our core values is freedom. We want to give people freedom back in their life. And I think that that's after talking with you after you came here, and we went to one of those mastermind meetings, which by the way, she had never really gone to except for the fun ones.
Yeah.
She'd never been like in the room actually listening to these amazing speakers. And then like I could see you and like talk to you after, and I could tell you were like really getting it. You were like really into it. And you were like, I remember you saying something like, I should have been here for years. And we were
Yeah.
all, yeah, duh. But to me, like seeing you, I could see the freedom that you had now, that you could like really take this in and like really grow. And that was amazing for me to see.
Yeah, and I'm going to speak as a father here. Some of the things that I noticed and stuff, that confidence and stuff that I saw lacking before. She was always, about doing things. Well, I can't do this, and we'll get that in just a minute. A little bit about schooling and stuff. I want to talk about that, but I can't do this, making excuses why she can, and she doesn't say that anymore and stuff. It's just now, how can I do that, and what do I need to do to make this happen and stuff. It was just really been great. And another thing that was lacking when I think emotional wise, she couldn't process things, just like she was talking about the world and all that stuff. Emotional wise, she couldn't process that either. Even though that she was a very loving person, she just didn't express love. And I still remember, I didn't get a chance, unfortunately, to go with her to California, but when she came back, that day when she came back, she just had this special glow about her that was just amazing. And I still remember her giving me this big, big warm hug and saying, "I love you, Dad." And that was the first time that she has said that to me for like years. And I kind of felt, I mean, she felt like she actually had that passion behind that when she expressed that and stuff. And like I said, I don't think she just had that opportunity to even process that before. So just even that connection with people, I think, is such at a higher level. So yeah, so I want to talk just a second about school. I think because of this, she actually has had confidence to do things that she never thought she could do before. So do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so school was really difficult for me. My sophomore and junior year of high school was really hard. I was struggling with everything. I couldn't keep up as well as the other kids could. I was struggling a lot with depression too. That was probably one of the two darkest years. I would wake up and I would not be able to see the person in the mirror. I would like look straight through that person, and I didn't know who I was. And it was really hard to go to school and see everyone else growing around me and learning and everything, and I was just so far behind, and I didn't know who I was, and I wasn't absorbing the information as fast as everybody else was, and I was really lost. So now, being able to be healed and everything, it's just so much different. Like, I'm just growing so much, and I've been struggling too in high school to find my passion in life, and now if like I can achieve anything. It feels like I could do anything, and chiropractic is something that I'm really looking into, because I just am so grateful for what chiropractic has done for me and how it's changed my life, and I just want to be able to do that for other people too.
That's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. You know what's funny is a lot of the people on our team, they've all had similar stories, right? To me, I feel like the best chiropractors are the ones that had a miracle to themselves, and then now they get to bring that to another person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's incredible.
Yep.
What do you feel like you're at now with school?
So next fall, I want to start taking steps into being a chiropractor, and implementing some business in with it too. But I'm still exploring and trying to keep my options open, but I'm very heavily interested into chiropractic, so hopefully that sticks.
Yeah. How does your confidence feel like thinking about school or like, having this last semester you just had? Like, how do you feel about the idea of school now?
Yeah, so before, careers were just like dreams, and then I always would sell myself short, like, oh, I can't do that. I'm not smart enough for that. And so like my dreams were like something that I always wanted to do but never thought I could achieve. And now I feel like I could achieve anything and be anything I want and be happy too and feel fulfilled with that career.
Wow.
Because I know you even were making career choices of, well, that's too long a school to go to. I can't go
Yeah.
that many years now. Now it's just, again, I just feel so grateful that you now have no limitations, and now that's not even into your consciousness. So that's just amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. So now kind of seeing this experience for yourself and seeing concussion and how it's affected you, what would you say to someone that maybe is in a similar situation, that maybe had a concussion but really didn't know what to do, doesn't know about what's out there? What would you say to that person?
Yeah, so I never really knew that there was post-concussive problems. I just, thought that I wasn't smart enough or anything. I was just one of those kids that took a little bit longer in school. And whenever I did a research paper in my junior year for a college class, I did a paper about concussions. And then I was discovering all of these things. And then I was like, oh, wait, I'm struggling with all of that. And I was like, maybe I have post-concussive problems too. And I just felt so alone. I didn't feel like I had anyone to relate to. Like nobody around me was going through the same thing. So to anyone that's struggling, know that you're not alone, and millions of people are probably struggling with the same thing, but just don't know it. And that there is a solution for it, because I didn't think for a long time that there was a solution to all my problems. And yeah.
Awesome. So how soon did you notice a difference after we worked with you?
Immediately, like literally after my adjustment, just walking out the doors to outside, like just immediately, like the clarity that I was getting, it was just insane. It took me so long to process. Like I'm still processing, everything that has happened to me. And yeah, it's really just changed my life for the better.
Mhm. And what's most impressive to me too, I mean, it's been what, almost 6 weeks since you've been out to see Ken and stuff, and I mean, it's still good. I mean, it's not like it's got better and then regress and stuff. I mean, it's when it's a fix, I mean, it's a fix and stuff. I mean, she is light bulb on, turned on, getting brighter every day and stuff, which is just still mind blowing to me and stuff. So I'm just very, very happy to keep seeing her evolve and actually even grow even further.
That's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, this is what really inspired us to, Dr. Ken and I now are releasing this program to teach other people how to do it. And it's for people like you that, didn't think there was a solution, and now their whole world's open up to them, and they get to make massive impact and touch the lives of all the people around them. And it's so amazing for us to be able to see that in action, especially someone we care about.
Mhm. Absolutely, yep. So I'm forever in debt to the Coopers and stuff for what they did. The other thing I want to speak into this and stuff is how you guys went about and did this. You guys went above and beyond to help my family. That just speaks volumes of the heart and stuff and who you guys are. You're just an amazing people, amazing family and stuff, and you treated my family like your family. I mean, so that just really speaks volumes of who you guys are. And I know you're in it because you love to help people and stuff, and that's what really the answer is all about. And that's the true value I give to other people and what you guys give back. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So just for anyone else watching this that might think like, okay, well, she lives in Pennsylvania, they're in California. I had a concussion, I'm in Ohio. What was that process of you coming to us? How long did that take? Just so that other people watching this can be like, okay, you know what? I could actually do this. So how long did you spend with us?
We only were there for what, 4 days, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And of those 4 days, 3 of them were getting adjusted and the treatment that I needed. So it was a very quick fix, and it all happened like so suddenly too.
Yeah. That's cool. That's really what we want to set it up to be, is that we do, someone could come here, do the intense work, but then they could go back to wherever they're from and get more of the maintenance chiropractic care, doing all the maintenance nutrition, doing the things that, keep them in shape, right? And I think that you're doing a great job of that, and you're staying on top of it, and you're doing all the right things you should be doing. So I'm very proud of you for that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. It's been a couple weeks since you've had coffee, right? When you came back, there was no
It's
more coffee.
been 2 long months without it.
And she's still fine. She's still functional in the morning without the coffee. So again, when you don't need that to prop you up, when you feel better about yourself, when you're getting the rest that you need and stuff, which again, it's kind of that dark circle. Once you make one bad step, then there's a lot of other things go wrong. Once you start putting it all together, it's all upwards. So I'm very proud of you with that. And she's sticking to everything she does really, really well. But when you see a miracle change with that, right, that's what really propels you to make even more changes. So yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Is there anything else that you would like the people watching this to know or to hear?
That just that, if you're struggling with the same thing that I am, that there is help, and especially with this amazing technique that you guys are going to teach other doctors. It'll be available all over, the world, and you don't have to travel all the way to California anymore to get it. So it's going to change a lot of people's lives. So very excited for you guys.
Thank you.
Yep, and I can't say enough about it too. Like I said, you guys are just amazing people. Like I said, from one chiropractor to another, you guys are just amazing of what you do. So highly specialized, and you're just miracle workers and stuff. So it's amazing what you do. And yeah, I want to be the first one that's going to take that class and course and stuff. So I'm signing up because I want to learn too. So we can help people. We can do this East Coast, West Coast thing again. So
Awesome. Cool. So anyone that wants to follow you, where do they find you guys on social media?
Olivia with 2 A's _ Arnold is my Instagram.
Nice. Cool.
And yes, her. Oh, we have a Facebook, our business Facebook pages, Live Well Chiropractic, but that's my foray into social media.
Nice. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for being on the Miracle Academy and sharing your miracle. We're so happy for you and so proud of you, Olivia. So, but thank you so much for being here, guys. I love
Thank you.
It's always fun. So thank you so much. So this is the Miracle Academy, where miracles are expected. I'm your host, Scotty. Thank you.
Thank you.